Good morning, students. So, welcome to another class of engineering mechanics. So, today we will start our another unit, that is centroid. This is the second unit. This is unit 2 of engineering mechanics, and the name of this unit is centroid. Okay, this is centroid. So what is the meaning of centroid? Suppose, for example, I'll give you an example what is centroid actually. See, suppose for example, I have a triangle like this. I have a triangle. Okay. So when you draw a triangle, suppose this is one side. This is one side. This is A, B, and C. Okay. So what happens here is, suppose for example side AB, this is one side, the center of this point, this side is this location. Okay, suppose for the centroid of this line, or the center of this line is this point, and the center of line BC is this point, and the center of line AC is this point. Okay, so what happens here, if you draw a perpendicular line to, if you draw a perpendicular line like this, if you draw a perpendicular line, we'll draw here a perpendicular line, we'll draw a perpendicular line like this. Okay, we'll draw one perpendicular line like this, and we'll draw another perpendicular line like this. Okay, so the perpendicular line in this fashion, and one perpendicular line in this fashion, and another perpendicular line in this fashion. Okay, so the point joining the medians, this line is said to be median. These are all medians. Okay, this one, and this one, these three lines are medians, and this location, this center location is said to be our centroid. Okay, so this is nothing but our centroid. We'll take another example. We'll take another example, that is, we'll take one rectangle. Okay, this is my rectangle. This is my rectangle. Okay, so what happens in rectangle again? I'll name this as A, B, C, and D. Okay, so the center of the line AB is this point. Okay, the center of line AC is this point, and center of line CD is this point, and the center of line BD is this point. Okay, so when you draw a perpendicular line like this, when you draw a perpendicular line and another perpendicular line like this, so then this location is said to be your centroid, and these lines are your medians. Okay, so we'll take down the definition of centroid now. Okay, I'll write the definition here of centroid. It is the center point of an object. Okay, in simple words, centroid, it is the center point of an object. One more definition of centroid is, it is, you can write here, it is also defined as the point of intersection, the point of intersection of all medians, as I have told you just now, I have shown you just now. So this is one median. Okay, this is one median, and these are all medians, right? So the point of intersection of medians is nothing but your centroid. This is the point, and this is our centroid. Okay, so this is nothing but the definition which I have shown you. Okay, so what is median? What is median? Median is the line which joins the midpoint of all sides. Okay, median is the line which joins the midpoint, which joins the midpoint of all sides, okay. And moreover, centroid is applicable only for 2D objects, because we'll be studying center of gravity also. So center of gravity is applicable for 3D objects. Okay, so one is centroid and another one is center of gravity. Centroid is applicable only for 2D frames, whereas center of gravity is applicable for 3D objects. Okay, so we'll take down another definition of center of gravity. So that is, I'll write here, center of gravity. It is the point at which the total waste. What is center of gravity? It is, I'm writing here the definition, it is the point at which the total weight of the body is acted. Suppose, for example, I have a ball here, okay, a rubber ball. So where will be this, if I keep the ball, where the weight will act? The weight will act exactly at the center of the body. Suppose this is 200 grams. The weight of the ball is 200 grams. So that means where the weight will act? Weight will act exactly at the center of the body. So that means it is the point at which the total weight of the body is acted. Okay, where center of gravity applies to bodies with weight and mass. Center of gravity applies to bodies with weight and masses. Okay, right. Now we'll take down the important part of the unit, that is centroid of a triangle. What we will be doing now? We'll be calculating the centroids of each and every object. Okay, how we got the centroid of each and every object. So the very first thing is centroid of triangle. Okay, so which triangle we are taking now? First we'll be taking right angled triangle. Okay, so you have to observe here very carefully how we are calculating the centroid of these, how we are deriving the formula for the centroid. Okay, very carefully you have to observe here. So what I'll be doing here, I'll be drawing a triangle here, a right angle triangle. So this is nothing but our right angle triangle, isn't it? So what we will be doing here is, so we'll do one thing, we'll draw a new triangle with this line. This is our right angle triangle. Okay, now this must be clear. So what we will be doing here is, and this is my x and this is my y axis. Okay, this is x axis and this is y axis. All right, we'll do one thing. So this is my x axis and this is y axis, x and y axis. So what we will be considering here is, we will consider a horizontal strip. So the base, the base of this triangle, this triangle is B, and the height of the triangle is H. Okay, base and height. All right. So what we will consider here is, we try to consider a horizontal strip. We consider a horizontal strip. We consider a horizontal strip here, and this distance we consider it as x, and the thickness of this strip, the thickness of this strip we assumed as dy. Okay, since it is going in x-axis, this part is going in x-axis, this part is going in x-axis, so that is why we have assumed horizontal distance as x for this for this strip, whereas the thickness is going in y direction, that is why this distance, this particular distance we have assumed as dy. Okay, now what is the next thing is, we consider, we assume that the distance of this strip is at a distance of y from base. And what will be this distance, you tell me? You can simply, the total height is h, so what will be this distance? This will be h minus y, isn't it? So we got the values, I mean we have assumed the values of h, this distance, this distance, and even all the distances we have assumed. So whatever I have done here in this part, I will write here in the theory part, that is, consider a triangle. Okay, consider a triangle of base B, and height h. Okay, so this is what we have done. We have assumed a triangle of base B and height h. All right, now what we are doing here, now in the next point, what I am writing here, you see carefully, consider an elementary strip. Consider an elementary strip of thickness I'm talking about this one now. I'm talking about this one. Elementary strip of thickness dy. This is the thickness dy, and width x, and width x. Okay, at a height of y, at a height of y from base. Okay, so we have what we have done here, we have considered an elementary strip. We're talking about this one, right? Considered an elementary strip of thickness dy, and width x. This is the width of the strip at a distance h, at a height of y from base, Okay, all these things we have written, and all these things are cleared, isn't it? Okay, you understood this one? Yes. So the second point is clear with us, right? So next is, what we do here is area of elementary strip. We'll try to calculate the area of this strip. How to calculate the area of that strip? It is looking like a rectangle, isn't it? So the next point is area of elementary strip. area of elementary strip, that is small area dA. So the area of this strip is how much? This is looking like a rectangle. So what is the area of rectangle? Base into height, isn't it? So x into dy. Yes, can I write like this? X into dy is the area of this horizontal strip. Okay, so the meaning is we are trying to calculate a small area. With the help of this small area, we can integrate to get the total area of the figure. Okay, so once we do this one, we can with the help of similar triangles we can calculate the value of x. Suppose, for example, see here we have this triangle, right? So we'll draw another triangle here. See here, this is the triangle we have, isn't it? This is the triangle we have, the same triangle. This is our horizontal strip. Okay, this is the strip, this one. This is the strip I am drawing here again. So this is the horizontal strip. Okay, so what is the height of this triangle? We know that the height of the triangle is h, base of the triangle is b, and this distance is x. Okay, and what about this height? This is h, and this one is h minus y, isn't it? So from the similar triangles, this is one triangle, and this is this is one triangle. This small one is one triangle, and we have one more big triangle, isn't it? There are totally two triangles you can see here, right? So what we will be doing here is we'll try to take down from similar triangles. First I'll take the big triangle, that is height by base is equal to, what is the height of this triangle now? What is the height of this triangle? This one. This is h minus y by x. Base is x. Height by base is equal to height by base. So with the help of this equation, we can calculate the value of x. Okay, we want to replace this x. Okay, so what we will do now here? So h minus y will take down this one, cross multiplication. So what happens here is h into x is equal to b into h minus y. Okay, just simply cross multiplication. So what will happen? X is equal to b by h into h minus y. Alright, b by h into h minus y. So we'll substitute the value of x. In this equation. What will happen? You see here, dA is equal to, what is the value of x we got? We got the value of x as this one, that is b by h into h minus y. Alright, so into this is we have as dy. You have to write it as it is. Alright, so now we'll try to integrate this one because we have dy here. So how to integrate that? See here, integral 0 to h. Why h? Because we are taking y, right? So what is the distance of y here? H we have. So integral 0 to h dA is equal to b by h integral 0 to h into h minus y dy. So if you integrate dA, you'll get the value of dA as a. Okay, the value of dA will become a because you are integrating it. Again, what we will do here, integral 0 to h, multiply this one. So what will happen? bh by h into dy minus integral 0 to h, multiply with this one, again multiply with this one, integral 0 to h b by by h dy. Okay, so area is equal to, if you integrate, if you cancel this one h and h, what will happen? You will get the value of integral of 1 is y. Okay, so b into y, limit is 0 to h minus, what will happen here? B by h will be there, that is b by h will be there, and integral of y will be y square by 2, and limit is 0 to h. Once you apply these limits, you will get the area as bh minus bh square by 2h. Okay, so if you cancel this one and this one, you will get area is equal to bh minus bh by 2. So that means area is equal to half base into height, bh by 2, or half base into height. This is the area of triangle. We have derived the area of triangle with the help of integration. Okay, so now once we calculate the area, we actually wanted to calculate the centroid, isn't it? We are supposed to calculate the value of centroid. We are supposed to calculate the value of centroid of this triangle. So first we have calculated area. In the next step, we will calculate the centroid. So for the centroid, we have to use one simple formula, that is ax bar is equal to integral x dA. Okay, and similarly ay bar is equal to integral y dA. Okay, so what is this x bar? X bar is the centroid, and integral x dA, what is that? We'll see here now. Okay, so I'll take this formula first. A y bar is equal to integral y dA. So now again you can see here how to calculate this dA. We have calculated dA from the figure, isn't it? How much we got? dA as x into dy, right? So integral y you have to write as it is. Area is, what is the area you got? X into dy. All right, so what happens here? What is this dA? We'll write here. dA is equal to elementary strip. Okay, so ay bar is equal to integral y into x dy. So the value of x we have calculated from here, isn't it? What is the value of x we got? X is equal to b by h into h minus y. So we'll try to substitute the value here, that is integral y into, what is the value of x we got? b by h into h minus y, then dy as it is. Okay, so simplify this one. If you simplify this one, integral y will take it outside only, so bh by h minus by by h into dy. So this is ay bar. So again integral y will take it outside, b minus by by h into dy. So what we will do here is, we will try to take this y also in the integration. So this is all integral, so 0 to h by into dy minus integral by square by h into dy. This is 0 to h. Why I'm taking 0 to h? Because it is dy. Okay, so once you solve this one, ay bar is equal to by square by 2, if you integrate this one, what will happen? By square by 2, by square by 2, limit is 0 to h, minus b by h as it is, y cube by 3, limit is 0 to h. Alright, so what will happen here? bh square by 2 minus bh cube by 3h. Okay, 3, this one 3 and h. So this h and this will get cancelled. So what will be coming as bh square by 2 minus bh square by 3. Okay, so this is ay bar. So what we will do here is, we'll try to take LCM. LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. So 3bh square minus 2bh square. So ay bar is equal to 3 minus 2 is 1. bh square by 6. We got a as ay bar as bh square by 6. Now what is the area we have? We have calculated area, isn't it? What is the value of area we have? Area is bh by 2 into y bar is equal to bh square by 6, isn't it? So what will happen to y bar now? Y bar is equal to, I'll write here bh square by 6 into this 2 will go in the numerator and bh will go in denominator. Alright, so what will happen? B and B will get cancelled, h and this h will get cancelled, 2 1s are 2 3s are. So my y bar is equal to h by 3. So the centroid of the triangle, that is, this is the triangle, right? This is the triangle we have, and the centroid, this point, this height, this distance is our h by 3. This distance is h by 3. Y bar is equal to centroid, this point. Okay, we'll draw it once again very clearly so that it will be easy to understand. Okay, so this is my triangle, and this is the centroid of the triangle. Okay, suppose that is the centroid, then according to our calculation, this distance is h by 3. If this is h, the height is h by 3. Okay, the centroid lies at a distance of h by 3. The centroid of a triangle lies at a distance of h by 3 from base. This is my base. Okay, and what will be this distance? This one. This distance will be h minus h by 3, that is 2h by 3. This distance will be 2h by 3. Okay, this is how we calculate the centroid of a triangle. Okay, so this is about height. Okay, what will be this distance? What will be this distance? And what will be this distance? Okay, so these two distances we have to calculate. So how to calculate that? Again, we can use the same formula, that is ax bar is equal to integral x dA. The same thing we are doing here. Whatever we have done here in this calculation, especially here for centroid, we have used this one to get the value of y bar. Now we will calculate the value of x bar now. Okay, ax bar. So what is the value of x we have? So we can calculate with the help of x. Okay, so but for that we need a vertical strip. We need a vertical strip first. Okay, so how to do that, we'll see. So again, what I'm doing here, again we try to draw our another triangle. This is my triangle. Okay, this is one triangle, and what we will do here is, we'll try to take a vertical strip instead of horizontal strip. We'll take a vertical strip. In the previous problem we have taken horizontal strip, but in this problem we will take a vertical strip like this. Okay, this is our vertical strip. So for this one, what we will do here is this distance will be this, the height of the strip. The height of the strip will be y. The height of the strip will be y. The height of the strip will be y, and it is at a distance of x from the vertical face of the triangle, and the thickness of the strip is dx now, because this distance is x, right? So this will be dx. So this is the base of the triangle, this is the height of the triangle, and from the formula, that is ax bar is equal to integral x dA we have. So what will happen in case of dA? dA will be ax bar is equal to integral x into y dx. dA will be y dx. That is, this is like a rectangle, right? This is like a rectangle. So what will be the area of rectangle? Area of rectangle will be base into height. So base is dx, height is y. So that is what we got, y into dx. So from similar triangles, we have height by base is equal to y by b minus x. Y by b minus x. B minus x. This distance is b minus x, isn't it? So b minus x we got. So what we will do here now? Y will be equal to h by b into b minus x. Okay, so ax bar is equal to integral x into h by b into b minus x into dx. So once you solve this one, if you integrate this one by taking all the complete separate multiplications, what will happen here is ax bar is equal to integral x, I'll take it outside, so bh by b minus hx by b into dx. Okay, we have solved this multiplication. Then what we will do here, integral multiply with this one bhx by b, or else we'll cancel this one and this one. So what will happen, hx minus hx square by b. Okay, and here dx. So this is ax bar. So now integral 0 to b now. Why I am taking b? Because here we have dx, isn't it? So integrate separately for all the variables, that is hx integral 0 to b dx minus integral 0 to b hx square by b into dx. So this is our ax bar. Okay, so once you do this integration of these things, that is h is equal to x square by 2, limit is 0 to b, and minus integral, if you do the integration, hx cube by b, limit is 0 to b. Okay, so what happens here, h into b square by 2 minus h into b cube by 3b, isn't it? So what happens here, b and this will get cancelled. So ax bar is equal to h b square by 2 minus h b square by 3. So if you take this LCM, what happens here, LCM will be 6. So 3hb square minus 2hb square, this is ax bar as it is coming over there. So what happens, 3 minus 2 is 1. So b h b square, h b square by 6 and ax bar. So what is the area of triangle we have? Area of triangle is half base into height. This is the area. X bar as it is, h b square by 6. Okay, so x bar is equal to h b square by 6. You keep it as it is. Now send these terms towards right hand side. It will become 2 by bh. So what happens? 2 ones are 2 3s are, and this h and h will get cancelled, b and the square will get cancelled. So x bar is equal to b by 3. So that means we have seen here in this one. So this distance is b by 3, and this distance will be b minus 2b by 3 will be 2b by 3. So this is what we have the centroid. We have calculated the centroid with our integration. Okay, so this is nothing but a simple derivation. Problems are a bit easy. We don't have to worry about the problems, because in problems we don't have derivations. We have simply the formulas. So formulas are very simple. You have to remember each and every formula for centroids. Centroid of triangle, centroid of rectangle, centroid of circle. All these things are, I'll give it to you in a tabular form so that it will be easy for us to recall and remember. Okay, we'll take those things in the next class. Thank you.